Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're gonna be taking a look at some brawlers that maybe dodged the balance changes that did deserve a nerf, and also some that should be getting a buff hopefully in this next update. Definitely let me know down below what brawlers you think need buffing and nerfing, and maybe some that you think are quite balanced. Also, make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're subscribed, because 60% of you are not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe, help us get to 200k. Also, course, really appreciate everybody using code Tom in the shop. We're gonna pick up outright Primo here because you guys already know we may be doing the cosplay for this. We will have to see though. It could be pretty epic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's jump right into it. Okay, then, so the first brawler I definitely feel like needs a nerf is Crow. I feel like Crow's gadget currently slows for 5 seconds. But yeah, I feel like if you nerf that to 4 seconds or 3.5 seconds, it would definitely be pretty good still, and Crow would still be amazing. This, by the way, this whole lobby, we had server lag for the first minute and a half of the game, so nobody was playing. I was lagging, the whole lobby was lagging pretty much, but essentially I was just ultimating getting boxes, so that's why we have such a big lead here, and that's why like literally no one was playing for pretty much the first minute of this showdown game here. But yeah, I feel like that nerf for Crow would be absolutely perfect. Crow is still gonna be very good. I love playing Crow, so I don't want Crow to be nerfed too much. I feel like Crow should always be strong as a legendary, and I feel like, yeah, with this nerf, Crow will still be incredibly strong, and it'll just be a little nerf to make that slow not as OP as it is right now, because it is pretty good. Looks like Mortis is going to be going down here. We have 10 cubes. This is going to wrap it up for this game. Looks like Mortis and BB going to go down. We're going to slow them both, actually. Didn't even use the slows this game, but as you can see, it slows them for 5 seconds. It's just such a long time. We're going to jump there onto the Rosa. Looks like we may have actually killed the Rosa first there, so that's going to be it for the first brawler. Let's get into the some more balances. So the next brawler then, I feel like needs a little bit of a change then, is Stu. So Stu has been so broken ever since he was released, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there's a few things they could do to nerf Stu. One of them would be make it so you have to hit both projectiles to get your super bag. So essentially right now you only need to hit one of them and you're gonna get your super bag. They could easily change that to hit, you need to hit both of them to get your super, and that'd be a very big nerf because it's gonna be much harder to get your super. But it looks like Carl is over here. We just completely counter Carl, like we can just run there. Another thing they could do was is nerf that reload speed. As you see there, we have to do spam auto aim, spam your super, and you're just gonna have to chase people down and get easy kills. So yeah, if they did that, it would mean that's obviously harder, or it's gonna take longer to get your shots back. Therefore, you can't chain as many supers. You can't like keep shooting people and keep dashing. So it's gonna nerf that interaction a little bit, which I feel like is the one broken thing about Stu, is how you can just chain your supers, because obviously you only do one shot and you can literally just keep going for basically, I don't know, for a couple seconds, probably like 5 supers, 5 shots, something like that. As long as you're hitting all those shots. But I feel like maybe just changing one of those things. You don't really need to nerf both of them, because I feel like one of them would be enough. But it looks like we have quite a bit of teaming going on down here. I don't want to push this Gene. We are going to get our super bag with one shot, obviously, so no worries about that. We are going to just continue to just use our super. Looks like Gene is going to get yeeted into my face here. We need to heal up. We got a lot of people coming for us right now. The most annoying one being Gene here, because Gene can just chip us down. We got a lot of enemies somehow. How do we make so many enemies? Ow. Okay, it looks like they're still chasing us here. But, okay, they left the Primos on their own. They left the Primos on their own. Maybe we can get the kill. Let's see, we got one of them? I don't know. If Gene and Carl chase this, it's going to be very difficult to win this. We're going to use this here. I think this is going to be an L. Honestly, I can't see us winning this unless we manage to chain some nice supers together here. Gonna try and get some ammo and honestly heal up. It's the only way we're gonna win. Unfortunately, we're gonna get beat by the teamers there. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so next up we have Max. Max definitely deserves a nerf. Max has not been nerfed in the longest time, and I feel like it's just because you see a ton of Max on high level ladder and high level power league, but I feel like, I don't know, you just don't really see the value of, or a lot of players don't see the value of Max at like lower trophies. So maybe Max definitely has like a lower win rate, but I definitely feel at those higher trophy ranges that we see a ton of Max, and that Max is actually really strong. Primo just waiting behind these boxes here, honestly kind of annoying. We're gonna start shooting this Primo with this Stu, and hopefully we can pinch. But yeah, let's see if we can go and get this. Max definitely super underrated through like lower trophies and lower ranks, but when you get to those higher trophies and the higher ranks, Max is definitely overplayed, I would say, or not overplayed like in a bad way, because Max is bad, but obviously Max is a super good brawler, and that's why she is played so much. But yeah, we got some nice shots off there. Carl pretty weak, still gonna be pushing us here. A lot of teaming in showdown still. That's we need to nerf teaming and showdown for sure. Still gonna be pushing this car with me. And yeah, let's see if we can pinch here. Gonna dodge that shot. Carl gonna go in for the super, but honestly a bit of a waste. Gonna go around here. Wait for the perfect time, and Stu is gonna help me pinch here. Not teaming with this Stu, but I mean we'll pinch him with these teamers. Looks like Primo again trying to push me. And again, getting very, very weak here. We're trying to hit as many shots as possible. Gonna keep Primo from healing. Primo's gonna go down here. We're gonna hit our shots. So yeah, what I would nerf about Max, just this star power I'm using right now, where you essentially just need to run around to get your super, because that super is the most broken thing about Max for sure. So as soon as you nerf that, you're not gonna see as much of Max. And yeah, I feel like it's definitely one way you can nerf Max. We have some teaming Primos here. We can always use our dash to get away from them if we need to, so we should be good here. But yeah, Primo gonna push us. Use our dash here. We just got yeeted. Primo coming in from nowhere there. And yeah, this should be a GG here as long as we don't choke it. Let's see if Primo's gonna give us the win. I mean, it's gonna be a win anyway. Like, we don't really need to try. Let's give some more spins, and then let's give the final shots here if we don't miss. That's gonna be a GG. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, then to the next brawler I feel like could do with a buff would be Leon. Now, Leon is like really good in Showdown, but I would love to see Leon in competitive and also in 3v3 a little bit more. So I feel like one way you could do that is buff this gadget. So right now, people obviously do like twice the amount of damage to it. Maybe just buff the health, but you definitely need to give this gadget like a tiny bit of damage. Even if it's like 100 damage a second, something like a Tara pet. Well, they do a ton, those Tara pets, but yeah, it doesn't need to be that much. It just needs to be some kind of damage to incentivize people to destroy it, because right now they can leave it there. It does nothing. It can tank shots, but there's no incentive for people, the enemies, to kill it basically, because they don't need to. It doesn't do any damage. So if it does like 100 damage a second, that automatically gives people an incentive to kill it, and it will make Leon a lot stronger, I feel, depending obviously on how much damage you're gonna give it and if you give it more health. But the gadget is definitely the worst thing about Leon, so that's why I would buff it. Potentially we're getting new gadgets soon, so that could be really interesting. And yeah, it'd be definitely cool to see if Leon gets a good gadget, but we're just gonna hide in the grass here. Looks like that Carl went and got the kill over there. We're just chilling right now. Oh, we're gonna go back in this bush. Oh no, he's gonna scan probably. Okay, looks like he doesn't think I'm here. Max? Oh no, we just showed ourselves. That was not good. Okay, Stu over here. We're gonna push this Stu. We do have some gadgets which can tank some shots here. As you can see, Stu does pretty well against us. We're going to use another gadget here. They're really good for scanning and Showdown. Definitely get some solid value with them here. But look at this. They just leave it. Like, it doesn't do anything. So again, if it has a little bit of damage, just adds more pressure and makes people, I don't know, just scared of these gadgets. Same thing that Tara is right now. You have really good pressure with those gadgets. What about have like 2 decoys and then make them do some damage? I don't know, you have to be careful with how similar it is to Tara's gadget. I definitely feel like that would be pretty epic here. Gonna be able to keep this car weak, and hopefully Primo sees that and goes for the kill. We're just gonna like stay here, stay in Viz, and honestly I feel like we could get this kill. I'm gonna keep this car weak here, keep the car from healing, and we should be good. Looks like Morgan's gonna go for the kill. Why is Carl going for me here? These guys teaming? Oh, you hate to see it. This is when we need Invisi-Heal. We can't do anything. Primo? Oh, imagine Primo missed the jump there. That's going to be a GG, though. You gotta love these teamers. Finally, then, I would love to see a buff to Galil. Now, Galil, I don't know, ever since Galil came in, he was very good to start off with, but I feel like he's definitely, like, gone downhill, as in people just don't use him as much anymore. Would love to see, like, a damage buff. I think that'd fit Galil perfectly, because he already does a nice amount of damage, and, you know, who doesn't want more damage, right? So, yeah, I feel like a damage buff would be perfect here. We're actually going to use this and see if we can get a jump. It looks like we're actually going to jump straight onto the dynamite here. We're going to get destroyed. No way. Ooh, imagine we got destroyed by that dynamite. I would have been roasted, but we can get that kill there. So, yeah, I definitely feel like a damage buff because, to be honest, apart from on split, you pretty much never see Galil. And I feel like maybe even, I don't know, do you remember when Galil came into the game, the jump pads were like, they were the same as a normal jump pad. I feel like that's actually going to be, that's maybe the strongest part about Galil. So you could even buff those jump pads. Maybe not quite as good as they were previously, because they were too strong then, to be honest. Because Galil was so broken in Siege and Heist. So yeah, I feel like maybe you buff the jump pads, but not as much as they were when they were broken. Maybe you kind of find like a middle point in that ground from where they are now. from where they were before. Pick somewhere in the middle there, and I feel like Galil will probably come back into the meta, but that's going to be a GG. That's going to wrap it up for the final game. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure to subscribe, like the video, let me know down below if I missed anyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.